my YouTube channel. My name is Nell Stewart, and I'm the creator of Nell's Parent Blog, Nelles, parentblog.com. And I just wanted to connect you to my postings so that way you can read or you could listen to it whenever you get a chance from being on YouTube. And to just piggyback on seed 9 and 10, which is what is posted so far, we I talked about the question that we sometimes as parents wonder, and it is my child bored or not being challenged? And then also the comment that we make as parents as it pertains to our kids, saying, my child is not interested in anything. And so they kind of both go hand in hand for the simple fact that usually the underlining piece to it is can be that they're not being challenged enough. They're under challenge, and so we see some level of disinterest, and then we conclude it to be that they're bored because once again they're not being challenged enough. And so we even find that sometimes that we'll hear like the school teacher say, oh well, your child's not focused, they don't stay focused, they don't stay on task. And those are the things that we do have to ask, is if even the school is challenging them, the classroom is challenging them, and if they're interested in what they're doing. So it's not that your child is not interested in anything, but at the same time, it could be where they're under challenged. And so with that, if you pull out an activity or you provide an activity or set up a project and you see that your child completes it in, such a short time or the time that you think that it would take, and they just breeze through it, that could sometimes be an indication that it's not challenging enough for your child. And then on another hand, if you provide an activity or choice and you see that your child is avoiding doing it or just don't want to do it, it also could be that it's might be too challenging. And if it is something that they are interested in, but they just need some guidance to it, and they get frustrated really easy because they need the guidance, they need the scaffolding, and they want to do it, but it might be that it is a little bit too challenging for them. And so then you'll see the result of where they don't want to sit, they walk away, they find something else to do, they start whining and saying, I don't want to do it, I don't like that, or they start focusing on something else, or they start, especially in the classroom, start, finding other people to talk to, other kids to talk to, and or even at home with their other siblings, if they have siblings. So it's just that kind of question as parents that we want to have in the back of our minds when we see our children, what we consider bored, or what we see as being, my child's not interested in anything. When we see those behaviors, we want to also have in our mind, well, am I challenging my child? Is my child being challenged enough? Am I providing stuff that helps them to get to that next developmental stage or milestone? And it might look a little different when your child is an infant or a toddler, because yes, their attention span is shorter, and that is expected at infancy and toddler, or even mobile infant. They're not going to stay with anything more than 1 or 2 minutes. So you can't expect to wash dishes and do all this other stuff when their attention span is that short when you pull out an activity. That means that you're going to have to be there to scaffold for them, guide them through, pretty much that's what I'm saying, guide them through the activity, show them how to use the choices that you put out, the toys, how to manipulate it, and and be there with them before they can actually get to the place where they're independently doing it. So just wanted to encourage you, and then also to keep you posted and connected to Nell's Parent Blog. You're more than welcome to comment and share on my blog and what you've experienced even as a parent, as far as your child being bored or quote unquote under challenged, or they're not interested in anything. I welcome you to share your experiences, because that's pretty much what this parent blog is about. It's about, partnering in parenting, and also sharing our experiences and learning from each other. And as I share my experience that I've been through with my 4 children, I want you to share your experience, because you could help someone else that's on there, and just help them along the way. And so a lot of our stories and experience that we go through as parent is not just for us, but it can, benefit and bless someone else. And so we want to partner together for our children, and be, the parents for today, of today rather, for tomorrow's children. And the way for us to do that is to plant seeds, to invest in our kids. So pretty much by providing this, and by even paying attention, observing whether your child is really bored, or whether your child is just under challenged or over challenged, is planting that seed. And that is creating that environment that also I talked about in the other related post as well, is creating a space, structure, and creating a space that will provide and promote that to happen in our children. Promote, them to be challenged enough, promote consistency, and to promote some level of interest, and learning. And these are ways that we plant that seed of faith and hope and love in our children. So definitely check it out. And then also stay tuned. I will not consistently every day post a video, but I will definitely try my best to keep everyone connected, as far as making an investment in the life of our children. I hope that that helps you, and I hope that to hear from you in what you're doing in making an investment in the life of your child.